Hey guys, Nick Bosco here. We're a little less than 2 weeks away from UFC 246, and so today I'm going to talk a little bit about Conor and Khabib. I know they are both calling each other out, saying Conor's saying he wants to fight Khabib again. Khabib saying no way in hell he's going to fight Conor again. He said Conor has to win like 100 more fights before he wants to fight him again. So let's just talk a little bit about, do we think we're going to see them again? Do you think we're going to see those two guys fight each other again? There's a couple different factors I think that could make the fight, yes, definitely they're going to fight again, or could make it, no, I don't think they're going to fight again. So I'm going to play a little on both sides. So Conor's coming back after a long stay away from the cage. You know, he's been in trouble outside the cage. He's been promising return that he never followed through. He's been calling out everybody and their mother. He's been calling out Frankie Edgar. He called it Cowboy Cerrone. They said he was going to briefly be in a fight with Anthony Pettis. He wants Khabib again. He wants Kamaru Usman again. He wants Nate Diaz again. He wants Jose Aldo again. He wants, Jorge Masvidal. So what is that exactly going to happen? Well, Conor's fighting Cowboy, right? He said he wanted to fight Cowboy, then they weren't going to fight, and now he's going to fight. They're going to fight. So that's one thing. So first of all, before he rematches or faces anybody else, he needs to get past Donald Cerrone. Maybe not his toughest test, but, they're fighting at 170. So we'll see if the strength issue is more in favor for Donald Cerrone or for Conor. We don't know how he's going to look at 170. Now that he is fighting at 170, that opens up a whole new can of worms. So if he does beat Donald Cerrone, all the scenarios will involve him beating him. So let's say first he does beat him. Then he's saying, oh, that could set up a fight with Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal has the BMF belts. He just defeated Nate Diaz. He's kind of like the it guy in terms of like people and fans and who they want to see fight. So Conor is of course saying, oh yeah, I'll be open to fight him. So that could be an interesting fight because Conor may think in his mind that he can beat Jorge Masvidal. That fight will be at 170, and he might be able to get the BMF belt. If I know Dana White said that belt was one off. Whoever won that fight was going to keep that belt, and nobody was going to, be able to get a chance to win it. There was going to be no defending it or anything like that. But if Conor says he wants it, do you think Dana White's going to say no? Of course not. He's going to say, okay, fine. Conor wants to try for it. I said there was going to be no defending it, but he's going to, they'll let him defend it. So that could be one option. If he goes that route of fighting, just consider welterweight from now on, fights Jorge Masvidal, could fight Nate Diaz at 170, maybe could work his way up to a title shot at 170. Wouldn't take much. Honestly, if he fights Donald Cerrone and Jorge Masvidal and he beats both of them, I don't see why the UFC would not give him a title shot at 170. He's a moneymaker. They give him whatever he wants. Everybody knows that. They know that Conor can pretty much call his shots. Don't say it's right, but he can call his shots. So if he goes that route, I don't see him fighting Khabib again anytime soon, or if ever. Because now, on the other hand, Khabib has said that he's looking to retire very soon. He has a fight lined up with Tony Ferguson. Hopefully, cross fingers, that fight goes through. It's fallen through many times in the past. So if Khabib fights Tony Ferguson and wins, he may retire. Like he's saying, he may retire. I don't think he wants to fight Conor again. But if Conor loses to Donald Cerrone and goes back down to 155 and say he fights somebody else at 155, say, I don't know, Anthony Pettis or Justin Gaethje or somebody else, and he wins, he could see Khabib again. Also, Khabib saying he wants to fight George St. Pierre. That could happen too. But we know how it is when people are like, oh, I don't want to fight Conor, but then Conor does want to fight you, and that fight comes with a lot of money. I don't see why Khabib wouldn't want to. If the fight is coming, and the fight is coming with a lot of money behind it, and a lot of prestige behind it, and big pay-per-view numbers, and all this other stuff, and he had no problem with Conor the first time, like literally he maybe, if I'm remembering correctly, maybe like 1 or 2 shots that was like, ooh, maybe that rocked him. But for the most part, for the 99% of the fight, I don't think he had a problem. So why not fight him again? So there's a lot of different roads that could lead to Conor and Khabib, or could lead to, I don't think they're ever going to fight again. I honestly couldn't say whether I think they will or they won't. Conor could win this fight and then ask for Khabib next. And if Khabib wins against Tony Ferguson, that might just happen. Might never happen. This might be his last fight. So we shall see. First things first, UFC 246 in Las Vegas. I will be there, guys. So please subscribe to my channel and follow along. Hopefully there'll be more videos like this, more videos of me out doing things with fighters, out doing things in Vegas, behind the scenes stuff, anything. So I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks.